Hello everyone, this is G.I and welcome to the Cobra Series toy review. And today's toy review, we're looking at the 2010 release by Hasbro of the G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra vehicle and action figure review. And today's vehicle and action figure review, we're looking at the Series Strike Doom Cycle, which is the vehicle itself, and Storm Rider. Now, I got this at a toy department store near my workplace for 69 ringgit and 90 cents. The reason I'm not getting it straight from a local toy shop near my area because they sold out. So I was quite lucky enough to actually bump into this when I saw there's only 2 left in that toy department store. Wow, very lucky indeed. Now let's take a look at the front part of packaging here. Front part of packaging is very nice. On the side here it's stated as Doom Cycle, and at the bottom there's a Cobra logo. Here the G.I. Joe title, which is all in silver. On the top part here is stated as Spring Action Blades, which meant the blades at the back of the vehicle. Now for this packaging, it comes with a diorama, as stated above here. Package insert converts into a diorama. See inside for details. Now inside the packaging, you'll notice the vehicle itself and the Storm Rider figure. And at the back, nice little explosion image at the back there. Can't wait to open it up to see what sort of image is there. Now on the side here, you got a nice little image of the Storm Rider riding on the Doom Cycle, firing the 2 guns. On the other side, a nice little artwork of the Storm Rider, and here is stated what's G.I. Joe really about and who they are up against, which is Cobra. And at the bottom here, you got a file card. It's stated Storm Rider is a member of the Dreadnought gang that works for Cobra. He is equally skilled at fist-smashing brawls and complex martial art battles. Are you serious? He's a freaking biker. Anyways, born to ride as well as fight, he customizes motorcycles with unusual and effective weapon systems. He chases the G.I. Joe team through the city after he spots them leaving the Cobra warehouse. Mission equipment: Pops-2 pneumatic oscillating pressure spike weapon system. Interesting. Now at the back here, the top part here says the Doom Cycle slips through the shadows of the darkened city. The twin cam 360 RPM engine growls as the cycle moves like a phantom through narrow alleys and along the night shrouded streets. The sleek design conceals menacing surprise spike weapons and steel blades instantly deployed when it's time to attack. Wow, concealed weapons. Does that look like concealed weapons to you? Anyways, now you got a nicer image of the Storm Rider, sitting on top of the Doom Cycle itself, and on the side here, quick deploy weapons. The weapons is already deployed. Whatever. You got a spike blaster. I'm not too sure what sort of weapon is that. And on the side here, hidden reveal weapons. Hidden reveal weapons. Unless I assume you can actually flip the blades to hide it, I guess. And at the bottom, Spring Action Blades. Very nice. And that's the price tag for 69 ringgit and 90 cents from an Isetan toy department store. That's all there is for the packaging. So let's open up this packaging so we can molest the toy. Be right back. And we're back of the reunion figure and the rest of the stuff out from packaging. Now inside the packaging, what came surprise to me was that the vehicle pack here actually came with a small catalog, the same old catalog they packed in with the Wave 1 figures, the carded figures. And you notice this is the desert battle scenario here. You got a nice little image of Snake Eyes. There's a battle of Snake Eyes trying to communicate with Dusty here. You got an All Striker and another Joe character, and behind them is a smaller shack. Above here you got the Cobra's version 5 His Tank. Not too sure why I say it in reverse. Now at the back here it showcased the Wave 1 and 2 figures for the Joes and Cobras, and that's about it. Next we have a smaller instruction manual on how to assemble the diorama, and another instruction manual on how to attach the spike blaster to the vehicle itself. And the back here showcase on how to activate the gimmicks, and that's about it. There's no stickers for this vehicle itself. Quite surprising. Now let's take a look at the diorama. You got a nice little City Strike diorama, very nicely painted. Doesn't look very cheap at all. small amount of details are being put onto the diorama's image. Very nicely done. I really love the amount of colors they put onto this. Fire explosion going on, more explosion on one side, and smoke at the back here. Very nicely done. A nice little manhole on the bottom. Really love this diorama. Now let's take a look at the figure's accessories. Now it comes with a face mask, and this is from the 25th anniversary version. Nothing new here. It's all painted in black, and you will notice there's two linings here, two red linings here. It's supposed to represent the bottom portion of the Cobra logo folded in half, which is very nice. However, there's some quality control issue here. I'm trying to compare it to the back of the packaging. It doesn't have this. So yeah, there's some, well, paint problems here. You notice the red managed to smear onto the black, but it's still okay for a Dreadnought's face mask because, well, it's a Dreadnought, he's a biker. It's not supposed to be clean. Let's just say that he tries to be creative and makes his own mask and manage to spurt it on his own. It's still alright. You can pop the head off for him to wear the mask like so. Can turn too, left and right. Can't turn 360 degrees, of course. Now let's take a look at the weapon. Comes with a magnum here. Looks like a Dirty Harry's magnum. Very nicely done, nicely detailed, but nothing new. This is the same old weapon from the 25th anniversary version, and the figure can actually hold the weapon quite well too. Both hands. There's a holster here for you to store the weapon. At the bottom of the holster is a hole, so all you have to do is push it all the way in. Very nice. Now the other accessory is the spike blaster. Now remember the instruction manual, the tubing is supposed to connect at the back of the vehicle. There's a peg there. This entire tubing connect to the spike blaster, and the spike blaster is actually a new accessory. This is a nail gun. Very nicely done. I really love the paint job they applied onto this nail gun itself. Red, black, top part here is painted in silver. Very nicely done. Got a muzzle with that, handle here, nice little detailed stuff. New weapon, and the figure can actually hold it, but the handle is a bit too big, so sometimes it will slip off. It depends on how you adjust it. It's supposed to, well, the figure is supposed to ride the dome cycle, and one hand holding the, well, throttle, and the other hand holds the nail gun. Very nice. Plug it in, and you notice the big old peg here is supposed to plug it here for weapon storage. You can't plug it on the other side, of course, because it doesn't fit. So there you have it. I really love this new accessory. Now, and that's all the accessories there is. The figure doesn't even come with a base stand. Now, speaking of the figure, let's take a look at the figure's paint job. Now, the figure's paint job, he's wearing a black shirt with jeans, black boots. But the best part of the paint job for this figure is the tattoos and the small little logo here. You notice there's this tiny little logo with actually a flaming skull. Very small stuff. Now on the side or the sleeve here is a half painted Cobra logo because the sleeve is covering it. So that's the other side. Both lower arms here is also painted with the tattoos, and also very detailed stuff. The back here, Dreadnought's, and there's a skull logo there, and the bottom, Australia. Very nice. Belt buckle is painted in silver. Sunglasses is painted in black. Nice little mohawk on the top. Now for the figure's sculpt, there's nothing new except for the head. The body is the same from the 25th anniversary version of Shipwreck. Nothing new. But the head is actually new. Very nicely done. Although he's wearing sunglasses, so you can't see his eyes or anything. There's a mohawk there. And when I'm putting this on, looks very badass. Now let's take a look at the figure's articulation. Now with the mask on, he can only look left and right, but without the mask he can turn 360 degrees and pivot a little bit up and down. Also here can turn 360 degrees and go back a little bit, forward a little bit, side to side a little bit. Shoulder here, turn 360 degrees, move all the way up like so, goes all the way in like so. Elbow joint bend this far, bend backwards, turn 360 degrees. Wrist joint here, turn 360 degrees. Very nice. Hip joints here, move forward, can't move backwards, go to the side, and joints are quite tight too. Double jointed knee, very nice. Ankle joint can pivot downwards and upwards and turn 360 degrees. However, there's a problem going upwards though, so you have to fiddle around with it so he can stand properly. Yes, the figure has a problem standing because the leg don't go all the way straight. You notice it's not even straight at all, so you have to adjust it a little bit. I'll put this one side. Now let's put it like that. Now let's take a look at the vehicle itself. Now the vehicle don't have a lot of paint job going on, just very little. On the side here you got a nice little logo, a skull logo here, and next to it it's written as Doom Cycle. Same goes on the other side. The wires are painted in red. Back portion of the vehicle itself is painted in red, and the rims are painted in grey. Same goes on the front part of the wheel itself, and that's about it. There's not much of details of paint job going on. Even the headlights is not even painted at all. I'm quite disappointed about this. It looks pretty cheap. Even the blades are not painted. Now the vehicle rolls pretty nicely. No squeaky sounds. I really hate squeaky sounds. And I really love the amount of details they put onto this entire vehicle. Notice, nice little engine going on, but on the other side you can see a big old screw there. The figure can actually, both feet of the figure itself can actually place onto this section here, and you got nice little throttles. Figure can actually hold on to it. Nice little big old wheels. Front part of the wheel, very nicely detailed. Now let's take a look at the gimmick. Now according to the back of the packaging, it says Storm Rider customized this vehicle to conceal his weapons. Does this look like it's concealed? The two guns are exposed. Anyways, there's a button here, so all you have to do is push it. There you go. Two guns in the front, two spikes in the front wheel, and the back portion here, you have to press this button and spreads out with all the blades. But this section, this entire piece here seems a bit, wobbly. Now the vehicle looks very nice. Granted, this is a nice dreadnought vehicle, but not very detailed in paint job. That's a bit disappointing, and the gimmick is meh. It's not really that great. However, the vehicle is great. Every dreadnought figure can actually ride onto it if you want to buy a whole bunch of them, or at least buy enough for all your dreadnought G.I. Joe figures to ride onto. It looks very, very nice. So if I'm going to give a rating on this vehicle itself, not bad. It's actually very nice for display and everything. Paint job is very little, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So I thank you all for watching. This is Lucy05, and I'm signing off.